He is vengeance. He is the knight. He is Batman, and he's here to do the top 15 facts about himself. I'm Rabbit Blog, and welcome to Animation Blitz Top 15 Animated Facts series. Today's video will be about the feared Caped Crusader of the Night, Batman the Animated Series. For this video, we will be listing 15 facts about Batman the Animated Series that every cartoon fan should know about. And if you want to check out new videos from this channel, then feel free to subscribe to our channel and tune in every Sunday for new videos and every Monday for new videos about the top 15 animated facts series. Also, we would like to thank the viewers who have suggested this video. So let's go out and fight some crimes to get to those 15 facts. Number 1. Batman the Animated Series premiered on Fox Kids on September 5th, 1992, and it ran until September 15th, 1995. The series was based off of DC Comics' iconic character Batman, and it was created by Bruce Timm and Eric Radomski. Number 2. Before the show was picked up, the creators pitched a pilot episode to Fox and Warner Brothers to see if they would approve the show. The pilot episode showed Batman trying to stop a group of robbers who had just robbed a jewelry store. Fox and Warner Brothers loved the pilot so much they decided to greenlit the show on the spot. The pilot episode was eventually used for the opening intro of the main series. Number 3. The show had quite an unusual way of doing voice recordings. Most of the time when doing voice recordings for animated properties, the voice actors would record their lines separately and rarely interact with each other. However, in the case of Batman the Animated Series, the voice actors would do the recording of their lines all together, and according to the voice actors themselves, it helps make their performances sound so much better due to them being able to see the reactions of the other voice actors much more clearly. Number 4. The show itself was inspired by two franchises. The first of these were the Batman films, Batman and Batman Returns, that were directed by Tim Burton, as the movie's gothic looks and dark tones helped establish the dark tone for the series. The other franchise that helped inspire the series was the 1960s Space Ghost cartoon series, as the animation style was inspired by the original Space Ghost series, not Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Number 5. Now everyone knows that Mark Hamill was the one who brought Batman's greatest foe, the Joker, to life on the small screen. However, Mark Hamill wasn't the first choice in voicing the Joker. Oh no, it was actually Tim Curry who was actually the first choice. Unfortunately, the reason why Tim Curry wasn't able to provide the voice for the Joker was because he ended up coming down with a bad case of bronchitis that prevented him from voicing the character, and Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, ended up taking over the role instead. So that means we would have had Pennywise the Clown from It voicing the Joker? Interesting. Number 6. Harley Quinn, one of the most iconic characters from the Batman universe. Well, Harley Quinn was based off a real woman, who happens to be Arlene Sorkin. Not only did Arlene Sorkin originally provide the voice for the character, but it was her performance as the character Calliope from Days of Our Lives that inspired the character. In one of the fantasy sequences in the soap opera, Calliope was playing as a jester and was performing for the king. When Paul Dini saw this scene, he decided to base Harley Quinn's character off of Arlene Sorkin's performance in Days of Our Lives. Number 7. Remember Mr. Freeze, one of Batman's most well-known foes? Well, the animated series ended up changing his backstory from the original source material. Originally, Mr. Freeze got his ice powers when he accidentally spilled cryogenic chemicals on himself when he was trying to build his ice gun. However, the animated series decided to give Mr. Freeze a much more tragic backstory that involved Mr. Freeze trying to find a cure for his ill wife. Unfortunately, Mr. Freeze ended up getting into a lab accident that made his body temperature go down so low that he had to use a cryogenic suit to survive, and he ended up getting into a life of crime in order to find a cure for his wife. Number 8. When the series aired on Fox, Fox had some pretty strict rules regarding what should be allowed in the show. For one thing, Fox told the creators that Robin has to be older, because they didn't want to have a show where children are in danger. Another rule that Fox made for the show was that the creators couldn't use the character Firefly because he was a character that would use a flamethrower as a weapon, and Fox didn't want to have any characters be harmed by fire. Number 9. Starting halfway through the show's run, Fox wanted the creators to change the title of the show from Batman the Animated Series to The Adventures of Batman and Robin. This was done because Fox wanted to include Robin into the show since they wanted a kid character to attract the kids in the audience. This then led to Fox putting down any storylines that had nothing to do with Robin, and eventually came to a point where Batman was barely featured in the new series. Number 10. Speaking of Fox putting down any ideas that had nothing to do with Robin, the writers originally wanted to do a spin-off series that would feature a team-up between Catwoman and Black Canary. But unfortunately, when Fox asked the writers why Robin wasn't being featured in the series, and the writers asked Fox to leave Robin out of this series, Fox refused this request, and the concept never went off the ground. Now that's a darn shame, because I would love to see a team-up series with Catwoman and Black Canary. Number 11. Eventually, the series became such a huge success that it not only started up the DC Animated Universe, but it also had several spin-offs under its name, which included Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Batman Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, and Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. In regards to starting up the DC Animated Universe, it also led to various DC shows being made, which included Superman the Animated Series, the new Batman Adventures, Batman Beyond, Static Shock, and Justice League. Number 12. Due to the popularity of the show, it made a huge impact in the Batman comics by introducing two characters that were made exclusively for the TV series. One of the characters was Renee Montoya, a police officer who was often partnered up with Harvey Bullock. She not only made her way to the comics, but she also made her way to the new Batman TV series, Gotham. The other character is probably the most famous example, and that's Harley Quinn herself. Harley Quinn became such a beloved character in the series that she eventually got her own comic book series, which included Gotham City Sirens and Suicide Squad. Number 13. There were many actors who voiced the characters in Batman the Animated Series that eventually went on to other DC projects in the near future. One of the actors was John Glover, who got his start in voicing the Riddler in the animated series, and he would go on and play the role as Lionel Luthor in the Superman TV series Smallville. Another actor was Ron Perlman, who started out voicing both Killer Croc and Bane in the animated series, and he would go on and provide the voices for Dr. Double X and Batman the Brave and the Bold, and Slade and Teen Titans. Number 14. In 1993, a tragedy struck one of the co-creators, Paul Dini. One night, Paul Dini was walking out in the streets when he was suddenly attacked by two muggers and was badly injured. The incident was so traumatic for Paul Dini that he fell into a depression and even considered quitting the show due to this incident. Eventually, though, Paul Dini recovered from this terrifying incident, and in 2016, he wrote a graphic novel called Dark Knight: A True Batman Story, which went into detail about his terrifying experience of being mugged and how Batman helped him cope with this incident. And finally, number 15. During this run, Batman the Animated Series has won numerous awards. This included 7 Annie Award nominations, a Saturn Award nomination, a Young Artist Award nomination, has won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program for the episode Robin's Reckoning Part 1 in 1993, has won 3 Daytime Emmy Awards, which included Outstanding Writing in an Animated Program and Outstanding Music Direction and Composition, and was nominated for 9 Daytime Emmy Awards. Alright, go Batman! So that's the top 15 animated facts about Batman the Animated Series. Did you learn enough about the history of Batman the Animated Series through this video? Please comment below. And don't forget to suggest more cartoons to do for the top 15 animated facts series. Also, if you felt that we didn't cover enough facts regarding Batman the Animated Series, then please feel free to ask us to do another top 15 facts about Batman the Animated Series. I'm Rabbit News Blog Animation Bliss, and let's go out and help Batman fight crime in Gotham City.